I'm going to start this video by playing a couple minutes of commentary from Ark Invest's January 21st market update webinar discussing Palantir. Then I'll be back to talk about how much Palantir Ark owns, when they acquired it, and what moves they might make next with PLTR. Let's go.
There's some confusion around Palantir of how much we are committed to it. We are not super strongly committed to it. It's less than 1% in our KW, so it is a small-ish position. Palantir is a company I followed since prior to the IPO. The perspective we went in with is that obviously software is a huge component, and in the realm of AI and analytics, that's one of the fastest growing segments within software. It is interesting, if only because there is a huge number of SaaS companies, as you all well know, but there is really only one Palantir in the sense that they don't do things, they don't really address the same kind of market or solution, or even in how they deploy their solutions like all their peer groups. First of all, it is extremely focused on serving the government. It was literally created to serve the government with the insight that enterprises and businesses are very motivated and agile and are generally have an easy time adopting technology and software. But governments, just by their nature, the incentives and the kind of talent they can attract, have a harder time. So it was an underserved market. Whenever there's one company going the other way, targeting a TAM that is underserved, that makes it an interesting setup. Now, that's an interesting setup, but are they doing a good job? I'd say that their execution has been pretty phenomenal. Revenue with the government segment has accelerated at an extremely high rate. In the last quarter, Palantir's revenue grew 52%, which accelerated from kind of 49% in the first half, and their customer mix is diversifying as well. So I would say our overall perspective on Palantir is we obviously believe in cloud software that we believe will grow into an $800 billion market. But the government at a very high level globally, as you know, could be in excess of 30% of kind of the total spend. So that is a huge subsegment that most companies today are not really targeting. And here's one company who's entirely focused on it, and they have a mindset and a solution that's very catered to it. So they're very well positioned, I think, to grow and be perhaps a de facto leader in that segment.
So Palantir went through a direct listing on September 30th of 2020, and I remember wondering how long it would take Ark to get involved with this company. And just 2 weeks later, Ark Invest jumped in with a very small, approximately 20,000 shares in ARKW under the initial $10 offering price. Then, it appears they dollar cost averaged another 4,000 shares or so until November 13th. Following Palantir's Q3 2020 report, Ark jumped in with 1 million shares, bringing PLTR's weight in ARKW up to almost 0.5%. Then, a week before demo day, Ark Invest bought another 500,000 shares. And flash forward to the Q4 2020 earnings report, Ark Invest purchased their largest ever, 1.6 million shares, bringing the weighting in ARKW to nearly 0.5% and landing it in the 32nd place, up from 53 originally. And, out of the blue, Ark Invest, on lockup expiry day, added 5.3 million shares of PLTR to ARK-K with an introductory weighting of over 0.5%. Adding Palantir to Ark's flagship fund truly solidifies the team's confidence in the stock, and with more and more inflows into Ark Invest's funds, they will continue to add to their PLTR positions. So, overall, 9.5 million shares at $29 is $275.5 million in market value in Palantir, which is 0.5% of the company. Not bad. So will Ark Invest expand Palantir to any more funds in the future? I don't think so, considering it doesn't really fit with the other themes. But I do think, if all goes well, it will become a bigger and bigger part of ARKW and flagship ARK-K. I hope this look back at the history between Ark Invest and Palantir was insightful. Until next time.